also available in our studio this morning. What a fantastic way to inspire moms to make healthy choices for themselves and also for our children. Well, this morning, Cindy Shin is in our studio. She's one of the experts that's involved in the Moms Tours, here to give us a guide on healthy living and also healthy eating. Cindy, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Leigh-anne.
You know, it's so important, unique nutritional needs that our kids have. How do we keep them going, energized, even motivated when it comes to food, and energized throughout their extramural activities?
Yeah, so it's one thing to have the food presented to them, but it's another thing to get them to actually eat it. So my first word of advice would be to actually try to garner or foster a healthy attitude and healthy relationship with food that they can actually then carry on into adulthood. So that's the first thing. The second thing is to offer a wide variety of nutrient-dense foods, so to make sure that every bite that they eat counts towards the, to optimizing their healthy immune system and to support rapid growth and their busy lifestyles, because this day and age their schedules are really packed and they do need the right nutrients to support that.
And when I hear nutrients, I also hear fussy eaters, I also hear healthier. I'm wondering and almost concerned, how do we make sure that a fussy eater eats?
Yeah, that is a continuous challenge for mothers. So to actually, they have all the best intentions, they go buy all the right foods or the healthy foods that they think, but then to actually get the child to eat it is the challenge. So what we often suggest is to try to get the child involved in the process of choosing. So don't give them a choice between a chocolate and a fruit, but rather give them a choice between two different fruits and say, well, of the two, which one would you like to try? And then they feel that they're more involved in the decision. If they're keen and before they hit adolescence, try to get them involved in preparing the food, and they're more likely to try it. And remember, it takes, especially for little children, toddlers especially, research shows that you can present a new food up to 8 to 11 times before they'll accept it. So it's persistence, it's not associating food with punishment or discipline, but making it a pleasant environment that garners a positive attitude.
I think you said an important word there, that word discipline. You know, it can be an instruction rather than like saying to them that you have to or you must. But when we get to our tours, I mean, I was very inspired. I walked around in Woolworths with the tours, moms asking real questions. What do you think is unique about the Woolworths store tours that you're doing?
Well, I for one love it. I mean, whenever I've attended one of these events, I feel so passionate because this is where the real stuff happens, where you can actually have the opportunity to change someone's the way of eating and their lifestyle. So it's as a dietitian, I think it's a fantastic opportunity as a group to educate moms about, just give them tips, and there's also moms share between themselves too. So there's that element. There's also, it's small groups of 10 or more, 10 to 12 I think at the maximum. So you have the opportunity to ask all those burning questions that you've always wanted to ask a nutrition expert. So anything from food allergies or specific things that your child might be struggling with or you might be struggling with.
I even saw one of the kids attending and he was asking his mum questions because he wanted to be educated about his own food. But when we talk about the actual tours, what else is being discussed? I mean, what can we look forward to?
So besides the basics like how to read a food label and just sort of grouping it into the different nutrient groups so that moms have a good basic understanding, we also cover things like how to pack a balanced lunchbox. Brain food for exams, which is always a hot topic, and then things like quick and easy dinners, because moms, not just moms, any caregiver has the challenge of having to buy the things and prepare them instead of falling into temptation of just buying a ready fast food meal. So. Yeah.
Well, you said it starts, I guess, with the discipline, and it starts with your shopping basket. So when you are out there shopping, well, the Moms Tours are freely available, and of course, you can go to our Woolworths website to also see what it's about. Also, check us out on our Facebook page and join the conversation. Cindy, thanks so much for joining us this morning. This all looks very, very yummy, so we're going to stay with this in our New Year's resolutions. There's lots more happening on the show. Graham, what you got?